I know, I'm so
and then
excited.
we'll see you on the other side.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
3, 2,
2, 1. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to start talking about my journey from the beginning. When I moved to New York City, I had just graduated college. Hi, Nicola. And I was going to move to be on Broadway. Very quickly realized I did not want to be rejected every single day of my life. And I had always been in hospitality. So I said to myself, great, why don't I do that until I figure it out? Opened Dead Rabbit as a server in the parlor, and I realized, wow, this could be my career. This is what I could do for the rest of my life. I can grow and learn in this place. I was there for 3.5 years, busted my ass, said, I want more, what you got? What can you give me? Where can I go from here? So I had the great opportunity to open as the GM Blacktail. We did such a great job, RIP, we miss it, we loved Blacktail. But in that, there's something called the Peter Principle. When you're really good at your job, you get promoted to do a different job, and you're very underqualified for it. So because of that, I had just had to figure it out, right? And to do that, I was focusing so much on work, and I had no backup plan to figure out how to be a balanced human, right? I was not eating healthily, not working out, I was not sleeping, my emotional capacity wasn't great. Now that's in my personal life. And you put on that mask and you hide and you crush it at work and you just drive and drive and drive and drive. We're all like that, right? We all do that. So because of that, I got promoted again, back to Dead Rabbit, director of operations, really didn't know what I was doing. And those bad habits really caused the cracks start to come in my work life as well. So I was not making deadlines, I was not organized, I was not able to give the best version of myself. So I was like this crazy anxiety person who just had no idea what to do. It was a constant loop of, I can't get it together. I can't figure out why I can't be successful, either professionally or personally. So this was in 2020, early 2020, 2 of my friends at work and I decided not religious, but we're like Lent, 40 days you have to commit to something. So we're like, let's do keto. Let's get control of our lives back. Let's figure out a way to do that, right? So we tried keto and then the pandemic hit, right? So we all went many different ways. And I said, all right, I'm gonna stick to keto. I'm gonna live this life and I'm just gonna try harder. I'm just gonna try to do this and see where I can get from this. I'm gonna start working out every day. We were closed for so long, so I really had nothing to do, but I was forced to focus on myself. And it's unfortunate that something like a global pandemic, or pandemic, whatever we call it, had to be the thing to facilitate that. I got this workout class that I loved, I was eating right, I cut back on my drinking, I was spending actual meaningful time with the people that I love who support me, and that to me, it just completely changed my mindset. I said, I am gonna come back and all of the things that I wasn't doing well in my role, I'm gonna master that. I'm gonna be the best version of myself. Nobody's gonna come back to me with critiques. I'm gonna be there for the team. I'm gonna be a support for them. I'm gonna be the person they want me to be. At home, I'm gonna be the person my partner wants to be. I'm gonna do it all. I'm gonna superwoman this right? I got it. And I did. I had it, man. I was crushing it. I was working out, then going to the bar, working 12 hours. And to me, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, now that I'm healthy in body and mind, I'm successful, great. And then the cracks started to happen, right? The cracks started to happen because I'm only one person and you're letting your cup go to everybody else and nobody's gonna fulfill it, you know? What happened to the mask thing in airports, right? You're supposed to put your mask on first. I wasn't putting the mask on. I was putting the mask on everybody else, and I was drowning. The stress got to me. One little crack and everything started to fall, and it was really, really tough. I woke up one day, I had a full mental breakdown. You're gonna see the next slide, which is really gross. I bursted all of the blood vessels in both of my eyes. That wasn't me, but that's what I looked like. Both of my eyes. Broke up with my partner. We had been together for like 8 years. Called my parents, didn't show up to work. All of this happened, right? And so I took a moment and said to myself, you need to go back to that time in your life that everything changed for you, that you really felt like you could get there. Get focused. Start filling your cup again. Put your oxygen mask on first. Because otherwise, you're not gonna be successful for the people around you. Like, you have to take care of you first. And so we started again. We went back on the process and you know, I'm like, all right, how do I avoid this happening again? We all have stressful things in our lives happening. We were moving on. We had changed our whole but we did a rebrand of Dead Rabbit. We adjusted our leadership team. Like all of that was happening. Again, I have to be there for everybody. I'm leading this team. I'm somebody that people are looking at. Fill your cup, Laura, fill your cup. Be there for people, be there for people. I mean, it's exhausting what we do, right? I got to that point. My now fiance, I didn't break up with him, so that was good. We stayed together. He saw that I was in a place that we could actually do something together. I started realizing, I wasn't supposed to say this yet, but it's like that RuPaul, like if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Like I got to there to love me so that everybody else could love me. And now Austin happened 3 weeks ago. So that's what's wild about this whole thing is that your whole life happens and I'm like, oh, we're opening a bar. And what's happening? I'm recognizing the signs in myself of, whoa, 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 whoa. You need to put your oxygen mask on. You need to take care of yourself because you can't lead other people if you can't. Chaos. It's pure chaos what we do. That is what my face is. I'm staying at the bar too late. I'm doing this, that, and the other thing. All the things we shouldn't be doing. The next slide, I'm the shit show supervisor, self-proclaimed. But I'm now learning the tools and the tricks to stop myself, to prevent it going back into the deep, dark place. And that's really the key. You have to find those moments. I have to find those moments of when I can sit back and say, hey, go to the pool. Go work out take a day off. It's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna survive. Everything's gonna be great. You have to do this for yourself to make sure that everybody else gets the best version of you. Because as leaders and mentors, that has to come first. It has to come first. No matter what it takes, take care of yourself.